Hello my beautiful friends, it's Lisa here from Arcaneandstellar, and I am here with a timeless pick a card reading where we're going to be looking at the next 72 hours of your life and what you can expect. And this is a timeless reading, so you can watch it at any time that you come across it. It's not meant for just the day I post it. It can be watched far into the future, especially if it's coming up on your radar and you're really feeling drawn to it. That could mean that Spirit's trying to lead you here. With that being said, we have 4 groups to choose from, and I want you to focus on these images as you kind of ask this question. What is happening for me in the next 72 hours? Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you've connected with one of these images, or maybe more than one, that's also a possibility, I want you to go up into the description box and you can find that timestamp exactly where your reading starts. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, and I will see you there. Hello, so you've chosen group number 1 here with Luhan, individuality. So this goddess is a Vietnamese goddess actually, and for some of you this could really indicate that you've got a sign to go your own way, even if it's not what's conventional or acceptable. You are blessed with the gifts of talent and confidence to blaze that trail. So that's an interesting message kind of starting off for the next 72 hours. This is about following your gut, doing what feels right to you, and just kind of following your own path, even again if it goes against what other people want, right? So maybe it's like you're looking up an exercise routine and you're like, man, I can't decide what to do because everyone says something different. It's like you just go with what you feel is right. And that's really what you're called to do. And of course I gave a random example, but each of you will find this energy coming into your life in some way or another. And so just remember, when you stick to your individuality, you do what feels right to you. That's what's going to work well. So even if you're out shopping for clothes and perhaps, your friend says, oh, well, I like that better on you, but you really like this other outfit. Get the other outfit. Get the one that you really like. Do something that is individually right for you. Okay? So that's the first message. We have here also memory, number 16. It's interesting, Leo. We have the 2 of Wands too, as well as the crossroad and the bear. I feel like for some of you, there may be certain memories coming up in your life where you're almost like, should I go back? Should I do this? Should I do it again? There's definitely some memories coming your way. Now, it's funny because when I do record this, there's a lot of retrograde energy. We have Venus retrograde and Mercury's about to go retrograde pretty soon. And of course, it's already slowing down for its station. So, I could definitely see how some people might be very reminiscent during this time because that happens a lot during retrogrades. And for some of you, you may be really kind of deciding, where do I go? Do I want to stick with what's familiar? Do I want to go and explore new shores? For some of you, especially when it comes to that individuality, when it comes to decisions, that's really important because I feel like if you're trying to let go of something, but you're not because somebody else is kind of influencing you or trying to, you need to stick with what feels right to you. And I would definitely not go and research other people's opinions. Stop looking at other people's opinions for right now and just focus on what you actually need. Whether this is as silly and minor as maybe a review on Amazon. Maybe you're on Amazon and you want to buy something, but you're like, oh, this review said this. You know what I mean? And it sways your decision. It's kind of like sticking to and figuring out what you really want, what really feels right to you. We have here that memory card, and it says, deeper levels of connection with people, concepts, and plans are all areas that Rosemary works with. You are reminded to ensure you are in touch with your inner wisdom, paying heed to the past, and have cleared what needs to be released. Listen to your intuition as it is calling to you at present. Be wary of gossip or becoming tactless or too forceful. So, of course, watch out for gossip. I am not too worried about that here, but yeah, it could be like working on releasing something. And for some of you, some of the situations that you're having right now, even if you feel like you're just at the beginning of the journey, it feels like before you know it, the situation will be gone and it will be just a memory. And yeah, so we also have the dog close up here, pleasure with a close friend. And so I do feel like there's opportunity to really hang out with somebody or to have a good conversation with somebody. It feels like there's that friendship around you, obviously, and the pleasure that comes with, you know, connecting with a friend. Any special messages for love for the next 72 hours? Oh, we've got the castle and the beacon. So when it comes to relationships, the castle can talk about a successful relationship. It says here, always pursue your dreams no matter how long it takes to reach your goal. This card signifies a relationship where there is an honor and respect. For family and friend relationships, this card indicates security and that people are held in high regard amongst their peers. And that's another thing too, is like understanding, especially if you are kind of deviating from something, is understanding that you will be respected ultimately and you are lighting your own way as well. You know, if you need to hear that over the next, you know, 72 hours, maybe it won't be pertinent right when you hear this reading, but it's going to come up. And yeah, this can also just talk about a successful relationship. So it could be that, you know, if you are in a relationship or a connection, things are going along. The beacon here can talk about bringing more light into the relationship as well. For some of you, you might be wanting to put more light on a relationship. Maybe you're wanting to get to know someone more. This could talk about more effort as well. Maybe it's like you need to make more effort or someone else needs to make more effort. And this could even be about illuminating a stale relationship and seeing your partner in a new light, just like when your love was new as well. So for some of you, you know what I mean, that might be something there, especially if you're already attached. It could be about trying to find, you know, that respect and connection. But for others of you, especially if you're single, well, I feel like that there could be something respectful. This could be about getting to know somebody more, as I mentioned. My ear's ringing like crazy right now. Interesting. So okay, we've got Belle here. And Belle, of course, she's very independent. She's got a very independent vibe. So that's another thing. It's about going after what you truly like, being who you are, being an individual, you know, embracing your individuality. Belle didn't really care that the whole village thought she was weird and strange because she liked to read so much or do her own thing. So again, this is like being confident in yourself. We also have the clock here. I feel like the next 72 hours could actually be quite busy for you. I see this tail and I always think of like something going under the water. So it's like, now you see me, now you don't. And you may be kind of like hard to reach or on the move. Or there could be someone that's elusive to you. It's almost like you're seeing the tail end of them because it's like they're going somewhere else. Now, we have here also, like I said, the clock. And of course, this could mean, you know, timing is big. It could mean that, you know, like you're short on time. That you have to be on time as well. This might be about punctuality, so be careful to be punctual. We also have here the sun, and the sun's got its eyes closed, so it's kind of just very relaxed and chill. So I think that's a nice one too. Maybe going out in the sun, getting outside in nature might be helpful for you as well. I think it promotes the idea of happiness and warmth and well-being. And again, individuality, shining, being who you are, putting yourself out there as well. We also have Aquarius. And so this can be talking about, you know, connecting to groups, networks, friends, being an individual amongst a group as well, standing out. This could be like social media or something. And we have here the fish, which can talk about abundance of opportunities. And I feel like here with the Two of Wands, the world's your oyster. And you know, there's plenty to explore, to do. And I think I do kind of get that element of decision. I do feel like you're trying to make certain decisions. I feel like you should just go for one, you know, and go for what feels right to you. Don't try to research it too much. Don't try to overthink it too much. That's like one of the main messages for you. I feel like over this next 72 hours is just doing what feels right to you. Now, let's see. What are some blessings that might come in over the next 72 hours? Mindset, your positivity increases. Oh, especially if you've been mourning something or you've been stuck in the past on a loop, you may be really moving past that energy. We also have a cozy evening. So you might be spending a cozy evening, you know, just kind of like maybe it's watching a movie or, you know, playing video game or doing something kind of nice. Maybe it's going out to a cafe with your friends or, you know, I could definitely see some kind of coziness in your life, okay? And then, like I said, the mindset's changing too. And that is wonderful. So you guys, that's your next 72 hours. I really do hope this reading was helpful for you. I hope that you are safe, happy, healthy over the next 72 hours from the time that you watch this and beyond, of course. But take care. And if you want to get a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store. And you can join here on the channel as a member to get more exclusive pick a card content. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Hello, my friends. So you've chosen group number 2 here with the Oya card, which is expression. Oya is the goddess of the storms and winds, and she's urging you to use your own powerful wind to lift up your voice. Speak now and speak up. This is interesting. So it's definitely about expression. Obviously, all of you are being called in some way over the next 72 hours to speak up and share your voice, share your thoughts, share your feelings, and all of that. Now let's see what else we've got. We've also got hope here with number 38 and number 12, so those numbers could be important to you. We've also got the 8 of Pentacles, and we've got here the cross in the coffin. We've also got fair woman and the pail. Ooh, okay, so let's see here. I would definitely say to prioritize getting out of situations that are very burdensome. And this could be, maybe it's not something you can do within the next 72 hours, but it might be time to think about how you can change things. Especially if you have a heavy load of responsibilities or you're very weighed down. This might be about letting those things go with the coffin here and the cross. The cross, of course, can talk about the burdens, right? Whereas the coffin is to bury these or to let it go and that sort of thing. So with the time to get out of a situation, I can't help but think that there may be a certain situation in your life where you just need to get out of it. You don't need to focus on it. You need to kind of redirect your attentions more to yourself and what brings you benefit. Because even that mirror really calls out to me. It's like taking a look at yourself. Some of you may also be really tuning in to yourself in the mirror. Maybe you're working on makeup or new looks or hairstyle or something like that. Of course, Venus is retrograde as I do this, and we have 2 Taurus, so Venus ruled, symbols here. So it makes me think about Venus, and obviously with Venus being retrograde. Now this is timeless, of course, but it can be relevant in the future even if it's not Venus retrograde, right? You may be rethinking your beauty habits, your beauty routine, what you see in the mirror. This could be about expressing yourself in a new way. Maybe it's like changing your hair color or doing something a bit different. Although it's not advised to go under extreme beauty. I would never, ever recommend to do anything too lasting during Venus retrograde, just saying. But you could plan for after the retrograde. It's a good time for planning and thinking. And you may find after the retrograde you won't have the same feelings. But you know what I mean? I wouldn't advise maybe to do anything too drastic, unless it's something you've done before or it's routine. I have a pretty nasty Venus retrograde story where I would scare people from doing anything cosmetic. Anyway, but yeah, so anyway, that's what I would say there. To definitely, you may be looking at yourself and, taking more time for yourself. Now, I also see here the 8 of Pentacles, which can talk about work going well, going smoothly. And so in work, you may be doing well. It can talk about a safe space for work. It can talk about, delighting in the preparations of everything that you're doing. So this might be about doing what you love, doing what you're good at. It's interesting with expression too. Some of you might be called by spirit to do and express what you're good at. And I feel like you guys do have a talent, or you do have something you're good at. This could be about also mentoring others and sharing your techniques and sharing your gifts with others, and some of you may be doing something with handiwork as well, just creating something with your hands or doing a craft or something. Maybe some of you are feeling like you want to do something crafty, and it would only increase your skill. And I feel like, especially if you are drawn to any specific thing, like say you want to create a dollhouse, this might actually be a very good journey for you to begin, because it might be something that really does sit well with you and becomes a lasting hobby. So we have the Hope card, Daffodil, and it says here, daffodils indicate a reprieve for those who need it. And that's another thing I was going to say with the cross and the coffin. The cross can literally be like burdens are going to sleep, or going away, or whatever. So it might also mean that certain things are just kind of dissipating, like certain heaviness. Maybe if you've been mourning something, or you've been feeling bad about something, or you felt like a lot of heavy responsibility, this might be kind of ending, or it's like, going away, decreasing. Especially because of the daffodil card here, kind of confirming that outcome for many of you. It can be a time to renew faith, not only in life, but in those around you. Daffodils will lift optimism and help boost endurance while encouraging you to keep going. This is also a period of personal growth and spiritual awakenings, and answers can be found within aspects of these. Listen to your inner voice, but do not become overwhelmed with negative self-talk. And that's another one, is like expressing yourself and not getting yourself down, with what you think about yourself. Oh, I have this wrinkle, I have this thing, I have that thing. You know what I mean? I look like this, I want to look like that. It's about really loving who you are in the moment and embracing who you are in the moment. Now, also we have sorrel, which is affection. And it says here, new experiences are coming your way, which means you will feel prompted to find new ways of doing things. If you are seeking a solution, be more receptive to suggestions and openings. And that's interesting with the time to get out of a situation, cross and coffin. Again, this could indicate that for some of you, it's about not doing something the same way that you've been doing it in the past. Maybe what you've been doing isn't working. It's too hard for you. It's too stressful. This could be changing things up a little bit. If you are seeking a solution, be more receptive to suggestions and openings. Ensure you are putting your true feelings into all that you're doing. Again, that energy of expression. A valuable proposition should come your way, but don't get too carried away. Obviously, you don't want to take on any unnecessary burdens. So that is what I'm seeing there. Let's get some charms. But I would say work life could be good. There could be, again, focus on handicrafts, on work, on routine, on mentoring, and things of that nature. Some of you might be quite busy. Oh, we might have a gift coming in. We have here for you. Something could be happening that's for you. Or there might be something for you coming in the mail. We also have here the butterfly, which could indicate, I think it indicates beauty and that sort of energy. It can also, let's talk about it. Let me talk about it. Let's pull it up. Lighten up and stop taking everything so seriously, right? So that's one of the first messages of the butterfly. Get ready for a big change, one where an old habit, a way of thinking, or a lifestyle is going out, and a new way of being is emerging. Yes, you might be merging into more lighthearted energy. That makes sense, too, because of the baby carriage. Of course, watch out for pregnancy for some of you with the baby carriage, or you could be around a baby in the coming 72 hours. But you want encouragement to more freely express the love you feel for those around you. So this could be about connecting and expressing your affection. And that could be by, just kind of coming around people. You want to put more romance into the relationship with your spouse or intimate partner. So this could also be about seducing or being more flirtatious with a partner or in a relationship. And you want help to relax more and go with the flow of the cycles in your work or your relationship. And that's another thing. It's like, I feel like some of you are really craving for things to be more smoother. But I think there are ways to get there. Okay, for you. I do feel like harmony can be achieved here, and you may be finding more harmony over the next 72 hours than you have recently as well, especially if you've been feeling stressed out. And there may be a part of you that's a bit elusive here. We have that tail, and it makes you think of like something diving down. As well, you may be deep diving a lot in the next 72 hours. And we also have here this pin, and it says here, hit 90s. So some of you might be listening to 90s music, doing 90s things, or maybe you guys are feeling nostalgic or something like that too. But that's kind of what I've got here in the charms. And any final message here for group number 2. We've got the ring. Commitment. It's a symbol of commitment, of continuity, of loyalty, coming together and all that sort of thing. Long-term contracts as well. The ring can reflect a continuous cycle or a focal point that you need to address. When you think of the ring, think of looking like through a telescope and concentrate on what is in view. And of course, like obviously there could be a focus on a relationship, like a marriage or a commitment. We can also talk about longevity and commitment in your chosen career as well. Be careful not to become a workaholic, as you would be seen as married to your job over your partner. Choose carefully. So for some of you, of course, it's like put down the workaholic vibes and try to become more lighthearted and expressive. And of course here, there can talk about like long-term decisions. I kind of think it's a good card for me. Like I feel like it's, it promises that things will be fine. Nothing's exactly going anywhere per se, except for maybe the negative going out the door because of that cross-coffin combination. We also have that fair woman, by the way, I thought I might mention. So some of you might be in contact with the fair woman, or it could represent you as well. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you want to, reach out and get a reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store, and that's up in the description box. You can also join here as a member on the channel and get exclusive pick a card content. Take care, and I hope you have a beautiful and blessed 72 hours ahead and beyond. Hello, my friends. If you chose group number 3, you've chose Tihi. Now, some people call her different things, but my Greek friend told me it's Tihi, which I thought it was because my son's name is somewhat similar and supposedly connected to her name. And anyway, Tihi is the goddess of luck. So, what a beautiful energy to start off with. I love it. The universe could be giving you some luck, okay? This goddess could be actually calling, maybe this is a goddess you need to be working with if you're wanting to bring more luck into your life as well. Now, I will say, it says here, Goddess of Love, Luck, Tihi, is in your corner. She's appearing before you as a sign that your timing will be exceptionally good right now, so seize the opportunity. That means, you guys, you have good timing. And I think that can be very promising if there is something over the next 72 hours where you've got to make a decision or you see an opportunity, leap on it because it's time, okay? It's the timing and it's coming. We also have here transition with number 11. We've got the King of Pentacles. We've got the Heart and the House. And we've got here the Box and the Vine. Ooh, look at that. We have the Heart in the House. That's nice. Love in the home. For some of you, especially those of you that are in committed relationships, there might be a lot of peace between you and your partner. There could be many romantic and sweet moments. I actually have 2 heart cards in this Lenormand deck, and one of them is more romantic, which is this one, and then there's more of a general heart, and you got the romantic heart. So it makes me think of like, this could be a visiting a romantic person, like a romantic interest home. You might be getting closer to a date or a romantic situation. You know what I mean? Like, this is pretty good, I think, for relationships. And of course, there could be more intimacy, emotional connections arising in relationships as well. This could also be about just sitting around your home reading romance novels. For some of you. Could be. Now, or watching romance movies or something like that. Or like, being, it's all romantic, of course. But the Heart, of course, talks about love and relationships. So I would say it's a pretty good omen, especially for those of you in relationships or, kind of seeing somebody, talking to somebody, or that sort of thing, right? Now, with that being said, we've also got the King of Pentacles, which shows me, obviously the energy of a person in your life. So it could be you. It could be somebody else. The King of Pentacles can talk about wealth and abundance, knowing who you are, being grounded and mature, financial growth and material stability, and making wise decisions. And for some of you, again, this may be a focus on a masculine in your life. There may be a strong energy surrounding it. Of course, the King of Pentacles has this abundance. So with your receive a gift, I almost wonder if some of you might receive a gift from this masculine. Maybe maybe it's your father, maybe it's your husband, or maybe it's, a good male, a good friend as an example. But we have this sort of abundant energy present over the next 72 hours. Now, maybe it's at work. Maybe you have a good interaction with your boss and they are recognizing you in some way. Maybe they say something nice to you, but it feels like there's this energy or this presence around you in the next 72 hours, which, like I said, seems to be positive with the King of Pentacles. We also have here that seek out information that will help you. And so maybe if you are looking for information, this King of Pentacles might be the person to go to. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles character. Oh, interesting. So we have the Cannon. Now that's leadership, a leadership card. So this person could be a leader of some kind. Maybe somebody is kind of favoring you or doing something for you. It's structure. It's in charge. It's a leader. It's an army of support around you. Okay. It's a very directional card. And although the cannon is a weapon, it's not always a negative card, and you must look for the positives that surround it. The cannon often shows the direction you need to take and the structured support that you may require to get there. So this could be actually about getting some structured support from a masculine. Like there might be some good advice and help that comes your way. And so if you are seeking out information, like I said, it might be about connecting. Maybe if you're looking for a home, maybe you and your partner want to buy a home. Maybe this is about contacting a real estate agent who is very good at what they do and knows all the ins and outs of, getting something prosperous, getting something good, right? So it can play out in different ways, obviously, depending on where you're at in your life and, what's going on in your life currently. But yeah, that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. We also have the card of transition with cauliflower. And so cauliflower, it says here, cauliflowers herald a change. This may have happened recently, be happening soon, or the energy around a change is unsettled. A rebirth can now take place, and if you're holding on to what has gone before, it's time to let go for good. A reactivation can take place in any area of your life where there has been a lull or setback. Be wary of deceit and corruption. Well, obviously, too, if you are worried about some sort of corruption or deceit or something of that nature, again, this King of Pentacles might be the one to go to. Maybe there's some sort of good advice there. Now, I don't feel like that's probably for all of you. I do feel like if there's been lulls or setbacks, you're going to find a more abundant energy in your life. And that should be, a good thing for you. Now, let me see here. We're going to get some charms. Oh my God, look what I'm doing. Just knocking crap all over. I'm not going to take all those. Okay, this clearly wants to come out. It came out twice. And I usually don't knock that one out, so. Oh, we got the baby carriage. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes baby in the baby carriage. Okay, embrace your imperfections. Okay, so you're being called to accept yourself for who you are over the next 72 hours. Maybe you'll have a moment where you're just like, ugh, I'm not enjoying the way I am right now. Embrace that part of yourself. Don't think that it makes you less worthy than you deserve to be treated. And we also have here, because you have all these beautiful qualities, we have kind, free, true, peace, brave, strong, happy, thankful, compassionate, and kind. You're a very good person, I feel like. And I feel like you are going to embody those qualities over the next few days. We also have service award, 2 years. So for some of you, maybe there's something happening here. Maybe you guys are celebrating an anniversary of some kind. It doesn't have to be 2 years or anything like that too. Actually, what's funny is my husband and I are going to be celebrating our anniversary very soon. Well, it's the anniversary of when we first moved in together 20 years ago. Can you imagine? Yes, 20 years ago we moved in together. We met earlier this year, 20 years ago. So anyway, service award though, maybe there's something coming up there as well. Now, we can also talk about long-term goals too. And maybe there's something coming back from the past as well. Maybe there's something that you've been working on. Now we also have here the hanger, which can talk about organization to me, cleaning up, organizing your closet as an example. This could also be about clothing. Maybe you're getting some new clothing or something like that too. And of course the home is there too. So the house and that, it does make me feel like it. Some of you might be buying baby clothes for somebody or a baby shower gift as well. We also have that baby, obviously. So you may find out news about a baby. Maybe someone's pregnant or there's a baby coming into your life, maybe via someone you know. This can also talk about, new opportunities, fresh life too. And even I think about the baby carriage. The baby doesn't have to do anything. It just lays there. So in some way you might find things are letting up, in your life, and things are kind of going more smoothly, almost like you don't have to do too much. You might even find people doing things for you as well. Even without you receive a gift and the King of Pentacles, it could be that somebody's doing something for you. And we also have this tree of life here as well. And we've got a turtle. Now, the turtle, let me talk about it. I think it might be, well, is it a turtle or a tortoise? It says, you've been going much too fast for too long, so slow down and pace yourself. This is a time to be more self-reliant and less dependent on others. Take time to nurture yourself and simply observe and feel your emotions. This is a period of increased sensitivity to the Earth's vibrations and those of the collective human consciousness, which you'll feel sensations in your body prior to the resultant emotion. Sorry, wow, I couldn't say that. Spend a few hours or longer in solitude, away from other people and the usual noise that surrounds you. This is a very creative and fertile time, and you need to shield yourself from interferences that threaten to distract you. That's really interesting too, because it might be about really pulling and giving yourself time. With the house too, it might be about kind of taking some time on your own and doing things for yourself. I feel like for some of you, you might be working on a hobby or doing something like hobby related as well. Leo, the sign of Leo here, of course some of you might be Leos or have some strong Leo in your chart, but we can also see the energy of romance, of children, by the way, of, entertainment and fun, confidence, and all that sort of thing too. So yeah, let me see. I think that is all. I might do let me get some blessing cards. What are some blessings coming up for group number 3 over the next 72 hours? Because I see luck. You're definitely getting something, and there is some luck coming your way. Winner, the odds are in your favor. You may win something over the next 72 hours. You guys, I'm telling you, it wouldn't hurt you to do a little lotto ticket or something, or a scratch ticket, or some kind of anything. Don't go crazy on it, but don't be afraid to kind of put your hat in the ring on that, okay? And also giveaways and stuff like that, sweepstakes, giveaways. Put yourself out there. I can't believe that card came out when I was talking about luck. That definitely implies that. Sorry for my... One problem about my day job is I talk on the phone, and I spoke on the phone for many, many hours today, and now of course I have to do a reading, and I want to do it, and I'm like, but my voice is already shot from talking so much. Yeah, but the winner, the odds are in your favor. And so you're definitely prone to win something. And then we have, and also, by the way, Leo, sign of gambling, or the house of gambling, 5th house anyway. That's gambling and things like that. So, wow, definitely, yeah. And then we have an accident, a happy accident. So there may be actually even something that turns out in your favor. So it's like an accident that happens, but it actually works good for you as well. So there might be something, it's like you go in and, you didn't mean to go into that store, but you ended up finding something, that you really wanted or whatever. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys over the next 72 hours. I hope that this, will find you blessed and happy, and I hope that you have a wonderful 72 hours and beyond. And I'll see you on the next reading on my channel. Take care. Hello, my friends. If you chose group number 4 here, you've chosen Aphrodite, and what a wonderful goddess. For some of you, you may be called to work with Aphrodite, or you might be getting a hello from her. Aphrodite, of course, as many of you probably already know, is the goddess of love. And this can talk about being in touch with the material pleasures of the world, our sexuality, and what you've been passionate about. And it says here, think about what you've been passionate about and let that be a clue to reveal the answer that you're looking for. So where is your passion at the moment, and how can you follow that in order to give yourself a better life? And that might be a topic that comes up over the next, 72 hours. We have here wholeness as well. The Queen of Pentacles. The Mountain and the Letter. And we've got the Caterpillar and the Elephant. Okay, so beautiful. I feel like with Aphrodite energy, I do feel like Aphrodite is blessing you with beauty, with charm. And I think that for many of you, you'll find that over the next 72 hours, you are attracting attention. And of course, this could be about really taking care of yourself in the physical pleasures of life, right? Look at, we have also the Queen of Pentacles. This could be about using your talent to create a luscious lifestyle, cooking, gardening, decorating around the home, adding luxury and pleasure to your surroundings. So for some of you, you might be beautifying your home. Some of you may be like partaking in gardening, cooking, and these sorts of things. Kitchen witchery as well and garden magic could serve you very well during this time too. And also, this could talk about working with the earth as well. But I feel like for a lot of you, there's a good energy. The Queen of Pentacles could show you getting paid as well, or kind of feeling secure in yourselves. Money might be coming in. There might be that sense of security. Now, what's interesting here, we have the Mountain and the Letter, and this could talk about a delayed letter. And so some of you might find that there's something delayed in the mail, or you're not hearing from something. There could be a certain blockage. Do watch out, especially if you're watching this as the reading comes out, because Mercury's starting to slow down for retrograde, and so there can be like delays, and make sure that your email is sent to the right place and all that sort of thing too. Okay. What is about the Mountain and the Letter? We got the Heart here. For some of you, you might actually hear from somebody romantic from far away, or somebody that you haven't spoken to in a while as well. That's really interesting. We have the Heart in the Wine Glass. Ooh, that's very interesting in terms of romance and stuff. Obviously, the Heart is associated with love, passion, beauty, emotion, deep connection, and cherished possession. And also with the Wine Glass, this can be about celebrations, gatherings, parties, groups of people, new friendships, and intimacy as well. So this can be being cheek to cheek, clinking of glasses. It's a wonderful sign that joy is to be shared. Now, obviously, maybe if there has been a delay in some sort of resolution, there will be something to celebrate. And I think overall, I'm thinking that's probably more the case for most of you. I think something that's been blocked, like maybe a communication of some kind, or a letter, or an agreement, a contract, there could actually be some good news there for some of you, where it's really worth celebrating as well. So that's that for sure. And then we have so we have the Caterpillar too. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. If you do find an answer is delayed over the next 72 hours, I want you to know that it won't be this way. It's going to eventually come through. So if something's like you're not getting an answer back, you're kind of stuck in limbo, you don't really know what's going on in a certain situation, like maybe you're not getting a reply, maybe you're not getting through to somebody or something, or you're just feeling kind of stuck in that way, I would expect that this situation, if it doesn't fix itself over the next 72 hours, it will, and you're going to celebrate it, because it's going to feel good, okay? Now here with the Elephant, we have a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And I will say that you may be going through certain things in your life where you are kind of gaining that wisdom through experience. And it's only going to make you wiser, right? Now we also have the Mulberry, and it says here, everything should be coming together at present in projects and plans. The completion of something is indicated with black mulberries, and the energy of this fruit asks you to put your knowledge and skills to the test. Balance and stability are present, and I definitely can see that with the Queen of Pentacles. And from this foundation, the possibilities are expanding. Setbacks, delays, and miscommunication are challenges to watch out for. Yes, delays, setbacks, but they will be work through, like I said, especially for those of you that don't get anything solved over the next 72 hours. And I certainly could tell you that it will get better, and it will solve itself. The problems will get better. Okay, now let's see here. we've got here the Okay, let's see here. I could definitely see some passion here with the flame. Of course, some of you might be lighting candles. Some of you might be doing fire, something with the fire in particular. I would say some of you, yeah, candle magic might be good for you, or reading candles or something like that. I also could see this as energy and a spark and a passion. So I feel like for a lot of you, there might be a spark in you, especially with Aphrodite, maybe romantically as well. You might find that your libido is up, or maybe you're feeling very good. We have two things that indicate like Leo, right? We have this lion, and then we have, of course, Leo here. So Leo, of course, is, I kind of think of the charms, what I'm doing with the charms, I think of the fifth house. And to me, the fifth house is about romance and children and gambling and fun and enjoyment, and it really embodies that Aphrodite energy, I would say, actually. So there's that too. Now the lion also, let me tell you something. It says here, hold your head up high and keep your dignity no matter what you're faced with. So this could be about really showing your pride and being strong throughout these next 72 hours. And not to say that you would need to because something's going wrong, okay? It's more like a good balance. And it's interesting because we have the opposite sign, Aquarius, here and here. So we have two signs of Aquarius and two signs of Leo. And so for some of you, of course, you may be these signs, or you may be interacting with these signs, but I think it also displays that balance between the two. And yeah, it says you're much stronger than you think you are, and you need to use your emotional strength in this situation. So in any situation, again, emotional strength and really believing in yourself, having faith in yourself that you'll overcome, that you're worthy, and all these sorts of things. We also have call upon your well of courage that's available to you to confront an uncomfortable situation. So if you are feeling like there's an uncomfortable situation, just try to be confident about it. Be yourself and all that sort of thing too. Listen closely and discern carefully before acting rather than moving ahead impulsively and recklessly. And that makes sense with the Queen of Pentacles too. She's seated and she's calm. So it's like anything that you do, it's like kind of go about it in a very slow way. Even a long journey and the changes coming, the caterpillar, they're not rushing cards. They're not cards that are like rush through this. Delays may be there for a reason because, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. And when faced with a tough decision, follow your heart rather than what you think you should do, right? So don't let your brain overtake your heart, as an example, if you really are feeling something. We also have this Mickey Mouse key. Some of you might be, maybe you'll watch a Disney movie or something, or maybe there's something here about childhood or nostalgia. And maybe keys to the past. Some of you maybe are, connecting to that. We also have the scissors here. So this could be about cutting something up, cutting something out. This could be about creativity. I think of the scissors and I think of cutting fabric, right? So I'm a quilter and I think of cutting fabric and sewing and stuff like that. But for some of you that, it can come out in different ways. We also have here the heart. Now I like when we have this key, a key with this lock, because I always think it's a good omen for unlocking your heart and really, kind of having some answers to your heart as well. And some of you might really know or be in tune with what you really want as well. Now, let's see, blessings coming for group number 4 over the next 72 hours. We've got apology, a sincere apology is coming. We've got creativity and compliment. Ooh, nice. So yeah, like I told you, I do feel like you definitely are going to get some sort of compliment. I really actually think it'll be a compliment on your physical appearance, to be honest, with the Queen of Pentacles and Aphrodite. But of course, it could be about your patience, your kindness, your understanding. So again, keeping that lion in mind, any sort of impulses should be really honed in, because I feel like that is going to bring you really good success if you don't act upon impulse, if you kind of act calm, regal, and stable throughout a situation. We also have apology. A sincere apology is coming. So someone might apologize to you. Maybe someone says something shitty to you and then they apologize for it. Or maybe it's like you end up being right about something and someone says, oh, I'm sorry, you were right. But you can definitely sense that there will be some sort of apology coming your way. And we have here creativity. Your creativity is flowing. And again, like I said, the scissors remind me of creativity, paper crafts and all that sort of thing. Of course, I was a teacher for 16 years too. So I think of paper crafts, and then of course with sewing, as a sewer, I think of sewing. But this, to me, that's a creative symbol. But, obviously, because I don't really feel like you're cutting anything out per se. It reminds me of like kind of doing something. But anyways, yeah, your creativity is flowing, and you may feel more creative even if you don't do crafts. It could be about other things in your life that you feel creative about. Now, since you have so much about Aphrodite and like sort of this love energy, give me a message of love for the next 72 hours. Stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. Interesting. So for those of you that are in a relationship, of course, this could be about, a stable relationship, one that can last, again, the test of time, and all of that sort of thing. Obviously, if you're single as well, you might be attracting a stable energy to you as well. Here we have the hat, and I want to see about that in the context of love. Respect is required in relationships, whether it's a partner, friend, or family. One must not tower over the other just because one may be more successful. Equality is required. So equality and stability in relationships. So yeah, that is what I see here. And again, too, with the hat as well, acting respectful in all situations, no matter the relationship, even outside of love, acting with love and kindness and patience is going to really, really pay off for you. And I do feel like it will benefit you very greatly. Now, with that being said, that is your reading for the next 72 hours. I do hope it helped you, and I send you lots of love and kindness. I hope you guys have a beautiful day ahead and, beyond, in the next 72 hours and beyond. And take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.